It's a new year. It's a new day. Come on. First of all, guys, Happy New Year. I really hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas because I did. It's okay to see the new year as a fresh new start. I think a lot of us, the mistake that we make is that we want to be consistent rather than build sustainable systems that allow us to be consistent. Dare I say miserable people that will come and tell you every year you people come and nothing ever changes, and then like, who asked you? Who asked you?
Chunks of life, chunks of passion, chunks of entertainment, chunks of relationships. So give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. Give me some more, give me some more, give me some more.
Hello gorgeous people, welcome back to the Mo Chunk Show and welcome to another installment of Chit Chat with Mo, where we have controversial debate, honest conversation, incredible guest stories and so much more. It's a new year, it's a new day, come on, it's a new First of all, guys, Happy New Year. I really hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas because I did. It was very restful for me. It was very wholesome and fulfilling, seeing friends and family and being really fully present. I also have to say as well, I'm so sorry for leaving you guys hanging last year. I had planned to upload 1 or 2 more episodes to round up the season properly, but both episodes fell through, guys, and I'm really sorry about that. And also, you guys may or may not know this, but I have been building a production team around myself, so doing the show with editors and camera operators and stuff. And what really kind of let us down last season was in post-production, just sorting out the editing side of things can be really tough unless you want to do it yourself. I don't really mind that, but I've done that for a long time and I just really wanted to get to a place where things are more sustainable for me and I have a team around me doing things for me, so I'm not burning out in the process of trying to churn out content for you beautiful people, but we'll get there. By the grace of God, we will get there. But I'm also working on, moving the show to a studio, which should be really exciting. Literally in the putting together stages of that. I thought to myself, I've left them hanging for about 2-3 months. Should I continue to make them wait? And I was like, no. Do you know what? We're going to film at home until the studio is ready, and we're going to focus on doing solo episodes because at least I can still handle the production for that by myself. It's interesting that I decided to film at home for the first few weeks whilst we get the studio ready, because it kind of aligns with the theme of what I want to talk about today. As you can see from the title of the video, we're going to be debating whether consistency is overrated and whether we need to be looking more at making things sustainable for ourselves rather than trying to be consistent in our goals, our visions, our dreams for ourselves. Okay, so it's a new year and everybody screams new year, new me, baby. New year, new me, baby. And that is all great and fantastic. I think the new year is an amazing opportunity to reset and to restart. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by. Come on. So, hey, time goes. We know that time goes by, and of course, you have all those, dare I say, miserable people that will they want to rub sand in your gari. They come and tell you every year you people come and say new year, new me, and nothing ever changes. And they're like, who asked you? Who asked you? Stop being a killjoy and allow the people them to set their goals in peace. It's okay to see the new year as a fresh new start for some of the things that maybe you didn't achieve the year before. It's okay to revamp, maybe analyzing what is it that's kind of stopped you from being able to achieve them in previous years. Because, one common one that people always say it's about that, The gym is always packed at the start of the year. Of course, after Christmas, everybody has been eating. I think Jones okay. We've been enjoying ourselves. We've been munching. Some people have gained a few pounds. Some people didn't gain anything, but they just want to be healthier, or they want to re-pick up their health goals. You will see all these fitness trainers and all these unofficial fitness trainers coming to say, oh yeah, the gym is always packed in January. Ha ha ha, it's Feb now. All the people that wanted to do New Year, new body goals have left the gym, so that the real Hulk Hoggans, the real muscle men and muscle women can come through. What? Do they pay you to be this miserable? Like, allow the people them to set their goals. So that's just one common one I always hear, and I'm like, guys, the new year is the perfect time to refresh. A lot of people, as the year goes along as well, also analyze their goals on a quarter one, quarter two basis. It was when I got around other creatives that started to hear Q1, Q2. I was like, Elaine Magao, Q3, okay. So some people also analyze their goals on a quarterly basis, so that it's not that as you kind of go along in the year, you lose that momentum. But that's not really what I want to talk about today. I kind of just laid that kind of foundation in a sense of, I think personally for me, the new year is a fantastic time to reset. Me, speaking of Q1, Q2, around Q4, naturally, because my birthday is in October, so that's around quarter four of the year, I personally give myself annual leave as a content creator. I know it's not yet a widely normalized thing, but I give myself annual leave. Normally I take it around my birthday, but I wasn't able to, so I took it in December. So it's always a good time for me personally to wind down, reflect, rest and reset, ready for what's coming next. Ooh, that kind of rhyme. Wind down, rest and reflect, reset for next. Anyway, guys, if you don't know by now, I'm a walking musical. Any song can trigger me into a song. Okru. Yeah, one day I'll probably be in a musical, Broadway. You never know. Something like that, because I really do love like singing. I don't necessarily love music, because people who say they love music is to listen, but I love to just randomly break out into song. Anyway, I'm going to lose my train of thoughts up in this place. Regardless of when that thing happens for you, that aha moment to reset for the new year, I think a lot of us, the mistake that we make is that we want to be consistent rather than build sustainable systems that allow us to be consistent. So what really sparked this particular discussion was, there was a girl on TikTok and she kind of, said something. I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. I'll insert the video right here.
If you're neurospicy, you need to hear this, and it's a little controversial, so don't come at me in the comments. If you are setting goals, being consistent cannot be one of them. Your energy levels fluctuate too much and too unpredictably. Sustainability is what you're looking for, not consistency. I will give you an example direct from my life so you understand what I'm talking about. As a person who wears makeup pretty much every single day, I have made a pact with myself to take my makeup off every single night before I go to bed. On high energy days, that looks like a double cleansing routine and all the lotions and potions. And on a low energy day, that means 2 makeup wipes. And the reason that this works is that it's sustainable for me to reach the goal of taking my makeup off every night. Set out to have a new routine in 2023 where you wake up early every morning and you journal and you don't look at your phone and you go to the gym. It's not attainable because you don't have the same energy levels from day to day. So you need systems for your low energy days and systems for your high energy days. For more ways to improve your life and business, check out the ADHD Entrepreneur Monthly Membership, and don't forget to hit the plus for more ADHD entrepreneur support.
Some of us will go into the new year and we're like, I'm going to be consistent with the gym, I'm going to be consistent with content creation, I'm going to be consistent with, waking up at 5 a.m. every morning, or having a morning routine, or whatever it may be. And we go into that because we think, in that moment when we're thinking about the idea, we feel superhuman, that we don't make room for the fact that there's going to be some days where we're going to be weak, or we're going to feel weaker, or we won't have as much energy, or aka low energy days as she describes it. And she gives us one brilliant example that illustrates this point so well. Her New Year's resolution is that she wants to take her makeup off every day, and on her high energy days, that looks like wiping off her makeup, doing double cleansing, doing all the steps and But on her low energy days, that just looks like a makeup wipe. And I was like, sis, you got it. Fine girl, you got it. You got it. Dun, 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 you got it. Dun, 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 you got it. She has hacked the system. Because what happens usually when you go into the new year is that 1 month, 2 months down the line, we give up because we went into it thinking every day has to look like your high energy days or your best days. And that was when I was like, guys, consistency is overrated, or what we think consistency is overrated. One of my, goals for the year is to, dream again and really work at my full capacity creatively. And I need to think about what that looks like on my high energy days and my low energy days. For example, me, I like to come on camera looking all glammed up. There's different levels of glam. There's high glam, there is a low glam, and maybe on my really low days, I can come on here makeup free, and there is nothing wrong with that. And why I said it's interesting that I've chosen to film at home whilst we get the studio ready is that this is an example of me even implementing and practicing sustainability over consistency, or using sustainable systems to ensure that I am consistent. So I could wait until the studio is ready, or I could use what I have, the lights at home, the one camera instead of the 2 camera system where I would need somebody to watch the second one or the first one. So I don't necessarily have to rely on a crew when they're not ready, or I don't necessarily have to rely on a location when my studio is not quite ready yet. And another area where I see myself really improving this year as a result of this approach to thinking about sustainability over consistency is ensuring that I'm exercising regularly. So my fitness, my wellness. I'm quite good at nutrition, making sure that I'm eating really healthy by God's grace. But one thing I do struggle with is exercise. It takes a lot more like mental discipline for me to get over. And one of the systems that I've put in place for my low energy days is to do home workouts. And thankfully for Christmas, I got a treadmill. I know that's not going to be everyone's story, but for me now, I can walk in the living room, get my steps up whilst I'm watching a movie or doing something else, or just if I want a quiet one, I can just walk in the comfort of my own home, and that will be my workout done or my movement done for my low energy days. For you, that might look like going for a walk to the shops, or doing some errands, or playing with your kids, or do some laundry, or just whatever it takes to kind of make sure that you're ticking off your goal for that day. And on my high energy days, when I can get out of bed early in the morning and go to the gym, I can go and pump the best weights of my life and do, just be a beast in the gym. Those are my high energy days. It's really about working out for yourself. What do those various days look like? If you're a woman, you will know that, as the month goes along in your cycle, your energy changes, dips closer to your period. So in that sense, like even as a woman already, you know that you need to take into account your high and low energy days. It's men that have testosterone that will be high all the time, even after a long day as well. They still want to, women, we're not quite built like that. I'm not saying it's an exact science, but you know what I mean. Even for the men as well, I'm sure they have their own low energy days as well. And for whatever goals you're setting for the year, think about how that's going to look like, or how you're going to execute them on your high energy and your low energy days. And I think we practice this more as human beings than we actually think or we recognize ourselves for. For example, we eat every day. Most of us, we eat every day. Now, you're not going to throw it down and do a gourmet style dish. You're not doing that. You're not doing 3 courses every day. On some days, you're going to do a quick meal. On some days, you're going to microwave what you cooked yesterday. On some days, you're going to do a meal prep for the whole week, depending on how busy your schedule looks. On some days, you're going to buy something from Tesco. That will be your dinner. On some days, you're going to just do fasting, no prayer. You're going to go to bed hungry. That's what sustainability looks like. Something as simple as food. I'm sure everybody can relate to that. I kind of talked on my personal channel about what my year is looking like and like my word for the year. The first major one is that 2023 is going to be a year for me to dream again. And if you want to catch the full word, go to my channel, my personal channel, Mo Chunks, and watch that. My second word for the year, because of that video, has to be sustainability. In terms of resolutions and goals, it kind of is in alignment with that. It's just go harder. I think I really went a bit slow last year. It's just go harder. Even with the self-care, go harder. Like really be more intentional about some of the things that I want to do. And so my question to you guys is, what are your New Year's resolutions? What are the goals, dreams and visions that you have for yourself in the year 2023? Do you think consistency is overrated? And what's your approach for the year likely going to be? Is it consistency or sustainability, or is it a bit of both? Because one can argue that to be consistent, you need sustainability, and to create sustainable systems, you need consistency. Maybe they go hand in hand for you. Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's all I really have for you today in today's Chit Chat with Mo. Do make sure you like this episode if you liked it, share it with your friends, comment below on the things I spoke about, and subscribe to this channel for more. Until next time, guys, peace and love. Peace and chunks.